think about it today, the more upset I get about the fact that I'm assessing the whole process of coming off meth and why people don't, and where the roadblock is, so that I can assess it and help people through that. And I know where it's at. It was when I hit that wall. And it's never been told to me. Never. I've never been offered rehab by my county. 17 arrests. And never. And nobody ever talks about the wall you go through or anything you go through. You know, I was a meth addict. I don't do opiates, but I knew all about the opiate withdrawal, nothing about the meth withdrawal, because meth is swept under the rug. And I think it's because it's the devil's drug, just telling you. But anyway, so nobody ever talked about that, and it's making me angry because that is where the roadblock is. If you happen to be a meth addict that tried to stop before, I want you to please comment what your roadblock was if you didn't stop, or if it's ever happened to you, you've been through it. Because I'm certain that I was proud of myself, felt great, and all this stuff, and then I got that mental thing, remember? And my tooth messed up too at the same time. I was in the hospital like 5 times. It was my teeth, and because of the mental thing, like I'm telling you, through all my drug use, not drug use, anything, I've never been depressed ever in my life till I came off that meth. And I always thought that if someone said they're depressed, that I was like, get over it, I'm funny, whatever, you know. No, it wasn't like that. It wouldn't matter what anybody said. It was the most empty feeling. It wasn't like a breakup where you could just cry and cry it off. It wasn't like that. You couldn't even cry. You can't cry. When you're depressed, you don't necessarily cry. When you're depressed, you stare like this. You can't do nothing. You have to live with yourself. If you ain't suicidal, I would never kill myself because I'd be afraid I'd miss out on something. So I just had to live with myself. And I mean, it only went on until I got some medicine in me, about 2 weeks to 3 at the most. But it was long. It was awful. And if I wouldn't have got that medicine, I don't know that I still wouldn't be in that right now. I don't mean to keep preaching about the meds. I'm talking about me. I was a full-time user for 16 years, other than I was locked up 10 months was my longest. The other times I was locked up 2 months once. But other than that, not just getting a 20 sack every day, I was selling it. I did all the dope I wanted to do for 16 years. You may not be the same as me. You may not be the same because your body might not took, as much. See, your body might not have been the same shape as mine because I took in so much of that stuff. So much of it. So much. And it's so dumb because it didn't do nothing to me. I get more off a caffeine pill. I'm serious. But anyway, depending on that, what kind of shape you're in and your mind is in and stuff. And nobody tells you. Nobody tells you. If you were more prepared, if you're in jail, most people comes off meth because they're in jail. That's the truth. And you don't notice the withdrawal in there because you're just in jail without meth. You're going to sleep, and then when you get back up, you don't even think about meth. You think, God, I'll never do meth again. I'm so sorry. Please just get me out of here. You don't think a thing about meth in there when you come off of it. But if you have to come off of it, like this is my first time to come off of it, just on the street, right? If I could have come into it more prepared, that was the longest few weeks of my life laying there looking at the ceiling like that. I couldn't even look at my phone and see what y'all said to me or nothing. I couldn't do it. If I would have been more prepared, I'd had them meds ahead of time. Maybe you won't need meds. Like I said, maybe it's because I did so much of it. Maybe I needed the meds anyway. My mom took Prozac, my biological mom. Maybe I needed meds anyway. But during the fog, doing the dope, I didn't realize any of this shit that was wrong with me. You realize it when you come back out. But the longer you wait, the harder it's going to be to come back out. I'm serious. If I could do anything to beg you to believe me that it's okay to quit meth, that I'm still happy, I'm still having fun, I'm loving life, and I made it through. I made it through the withdrawal, and if you just believe me, it's better on the other side to come off meth. I want to write it in blood. It's my life's mission now to save the universe from meth and getting their teeth like this. I'm going to get my teeth fixed. I love y'all.